Mama, mama Kenya, mama, hey, hey. Usinitenge, unijenge mama, nisikie. Oh mama, mama Kenya, mama, umetoka mbali we, usichoke mama.
We are the mother of all the 42 tribes.
As a woman leader, one of the things that I found important is being firm, but being fair.
Mama Kenya is that woman really who has the ability to take Kenya forward.
I want to believe that there is a better tomorrow, that there is hope.
Life in an informal settlement like Mathare is not for the faint-hearted. Elizabeth Atino is barely into her 20s and is learning to navigate the treacherous path of slum life. This is where she calls home, a one-room house where she lives with her daughter. To understand how she got here, you need to return to December 31st, 2007, as she returned from visiting a family friend.
I was rushing back because I wanted to go back to get together with my family for the New Year's Eve. I was shot at 3 times, and actually I didn't know who shot at me. But fortunately, I managed to miss all of the bullets. But when I continued going, I met with a gang of men. They surrounded me. I was hit on the back of my head. I don't know what hit me, but it hit me so hard in that I lost my conscience. The following morning, I couldn't put myself together. I realized that I was gang raped, and out of that, I got this baby.
Elizabeth got pregnant from the rape, but decided to keep the baby.
And also out of that, I was infected with HIV, unfortunately.
She gave her daughter a neutral name, not even sure what tribe her father is.
Life has not been the same for me because I had to break up with my family and I had to start a life of my own because my family thought that keeping this baby was like keeping a curse.
Nancy Wanjiru is another survivor of the unfortunate outcome of the 2007 election.
Niliatakiwa na majirani zangu, wakakatakata mzee. Pia mimi nikahafu kukatwa. Nilirepiwa.
Women bore the brunt of the death and destruction that followed the disputed 2007 general election. The pictures of that dark chapter in Kenya's history immortalize the pain and devastation they underwent. These women's heart-rending tales mask deeper problems in the society. Perhaps in response, more women are offering themselves for leadership positions.
For any violence, it goes back to that woman. It's either their child who is out there fighting, or their spouses, or their uncles and their relatives. So ultimately, the backbone of a woman is actually been put down to a point where they have not been recognized. Their value, they have not been sitting in the same table in decision making. Yet they have a lot to contribute. They have a lot to give to Kenyans.
With the first election in Kenya under the new constitution, a record number of women turned out to seek elective posts, from county representatives to the highest office in the land, president.
The participation in this election, for me, it's been very disappointing. Disappointing because for so long we have struggled against the lack of a framework to ensure women's full participation within the political arena. And after fighting to ensure that the Constitution took on board those issues and created that framework, the political parties, IEBC, Kenyans at large, everybody celebrating the new dispensation of the Constitution, gave women a raw deal.
Article 81B of the new Constitution says that not more than 2/3 of the members of elective public bodies shall be of the same gender. It came to be known as the 1/3 gender rule and was supported by women around the country. However, it will not be implemented until 2015.
The political class deliberately exclude over half of the population in the name of politics and still say that they will fully implement the Constitution. You must ask, what exactly do they mean? They do what is politically expedient for them and what is convenient for them.
We are aware of the significance of the women, but we kind of take it for granted, and we don't really deliberately stand out to protect their rights.
But Mama Kenya is much stronger than all the challenges in her environment. She is the heart and soul of this country and its future.
Mama Kenya is that woman really who has the ability to take Kenya forward, because she has the ability to interface, and she has the ability, when her voice is given the rightful place in decision making, to in fact enhance our development agenda, and she has the ability to really unite the country.
We are the mother of all the 42 tribes. We shape, we build the country, and it's time for you to appreciate the value that we have in shaping the progress and growth and development of this country.
The late Nobel laureate Wangari Maathai blazed the trail for women in Kenya and across Africa. Admittedly, many strides have been made since her struggles, but the surface is barely scratched.
Kwa hivyo ile maisha iko hapa mashinani Mathare ni maisha mbaya sana, si maisha ya kawaida, na that's why unapata watu wengi wako na ukimwi kwa sababu ana have kulala hata na jirani yake na mjui vizuri, na juu ako na haja na pesa hata have kutumia condom.
In this life I've tried to commit suicide 3 times, but I have never succeeded in any, and maybe it's because of God. Sometimes I just want to leave this baby and go, because sometimes she brings some very bad memories to me.
Mama Kenya is able to rise from adversity, unbowed by the challenges she has overcome.
Discrimination and exclusion, conflict and violence, all of this really will affect the woman, irrespective of education, irrespective of religion, irrespective of geographical background, irrespective of ethnic background.
Women hold this country together. In this and every election, we must all ensure that they are not affected through peaceful campaigns and an orderly election. We cannot afford a repeat of 2007.
When there is breakdown of order, the vulnerable are the ones that are more vulnerable. If you look at the Tana, you look at Baringo, and you look at all these places where they have violence, you can't fail to be moved by the vulnerability of the women and the children.
Peace is the only way out. Without peace, nothing can go on. And they have to know that in 2007, even though people say it is something that happened in the past, it has brought some very bad damages in so many people's life.
We urge Kenyans to maintain peace, that we do observe and protect that which we care for, and that is our families, our women, our children, and those around us. Let's protect our society.
Mama Kenya, mama, usinitenge, unijenge mama, nisikie. Oh mama, mama Kenya, mama, umetoka mbali wewe.